Emma, what have you noticed since you started wearing the Irlen filters?
Um, so I got these towards the middle-ish, endish of last school year, and I noticed right away that I was a lot more comfortable. The second I put them on, I knew I couldn't take them off because I was embarrassed initially, but they just made me feel so much better that I knew I needed to wear them. And I know the colors that I need are easier to wear than what other people's might be, because when people ask me, I can just say like I need darker lenses because I'm light sensitive. So I guess it is easier for me than people who have like bright pink or something. But um, it didn't take long to get used to them because I just love them so much. And fluorescent lighting was a lot better. I didn't feel like I was lost because I had no depth perception. And instead of having a migraine every day at school, I have one like once or twice a week, maybe. Um, Getting homework done is a lot easier. I read for fun once in a while, and I actually finish English books now instead of just reading close enough to the end to finish the assignments. And yeah.
Okay, and so the the Irlen lenses, you saw a huge difference at the end of eighth grade um,
And then I
in
got
school.
my contacts. I got colored contacts about a month into this school year, and I love them even more. They make it so that all of the light entering my pupil is filtered, like instead of just through here, because before light would come in on the sides. So that's made school even better and made me have headaches even less.
And I noticed that you still have glasses on.
Mm-hmm.
So with your Irlen contact lenses, why do you still have the glasses on?
We didn't get magnification at first because we weren't sure if I would like the contacts or not. And now that I have them, I think I'm going to keep wearing glasses because I like how the frames shade my eyes a little bit extra.
And so the glasses have a little bit of vision correction
Mm-hmm.
in them. Okay, yeah. And so in school this year in ninth grade, I know in the past the whiteboards were just really challenging,
Mm-hmm.
having to get information from a whiteboard, especially
Definitely.
classroom with bright fluorescent lights. So what are you doing now? How is that helping with wearing the contacts? Have you figured out something to make that easier for you in school?
Well, we've talked to my school and my district, and the teachers try to change the background for me where they can, like on PowerPoints, but a lot of the times they can't. And that's when I use an iPad that my district was kind enough to give me. And I just look through the camera and invert the colors so that the whiteboard becomes white words on a black background, and it's a lot easier. And on the computers at school, I download an app so that I can invert the colors too.
Okay.
And that just it reduces the glare a lot. That's why I prefer that to just using my overlay on the computer.
Okay. And so if have you talked to anybody about Irlen syndrome? If they ask questions about when you with the contacts, you can't really tell, can you? But
Some people
some people
notice.
notice.
Yeah.
But when you were wearing your Irlen lenses, your glasses that are tinted, what did people say about it when you started wearing them?
People, honestly, I think maybe two people asked me about it. No one asked me unless like they heard me talking to a teacher, and then they were like, "Oh, I was wondering why you were wearing those." Um, if like I've talked about Erlin to some of my friends who have trouble in school, or I actually have a friend who does have Erlin and uses purple paper. And then there's two other kids in junior high who I didn't know very well who also had Erlin. And so we could just relate to each other.
Right. And what would you say to someone if they're thinking about getting the Irlen lenses? Would you recommend that they do? What would be your suggestion?
I didn't think I would need them until I put them on. Um, I don't know. I always think of like the saying, looking through rose-colored glasses, I just feel like I see a whole different world looking through my filters because I can actually see, and it makes me a lot more comfortable, not just reading, but just like walking around, just day-to-day life.
Okay, thank you.